Hey everyone, there's one other type of problem I wanted to go over, and then tomorrow I will actually start going over graphing exponentials and logs. But I did want to go over just one more type of problem, and this is called a half-life problem. And you may actually deal with this in like chemistry or some science that you take. I'm not sure, but just wanted to go over this. But this is the formula here that I've written down. I represents the initial amount. T represents the total amount of time, and HL represents the half-life. And so you'll see as we work out this problem kind of where we're going with that. So it says a 1,000 gram amount of phosphorus 32, and this 32 is not part of the problem. That's just the name of the phosphorus 32 is just the name of the element. So 1,000 grams of phosphorus 32, which has a half-life of 14.3 days. So that's my HL because that's my half-life. And it says is stored for 100.1 days. So 100.1 days, that would be my time. And it says at the end of this period, how much phosphorus 32 remains. So again, 32 does not go into this problem. That's where a lot of people mess up is they see a number and think it goes in, but it doesn't. So here, A just represents my answer. I represents my initial amount. So 1,000 grams. Notice nothing goes in here but 0.5. So it's a half. You can put a half as a fraction or you can put 0.5. And that will always go there. That's not going to change. And then your exponent, and so again, make sure it is an exponent. What goes on top is 100.1. And what goes on bottom, all this is in the exponent, by the way, is the half-life, which is 14.3. If you want to, you can actually divide 100.1 divided by 14.3 first, and then whatever you get, put that in the exponent, however you want to do that. And then just plug that into your calculator. So it's really just, again, plugging it into the calculator, and I don't have the exact answer here. Actually, let me do this real quick. Let's see. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. If you plug that in, you should get 7.8125 if I did this correctly. So let me make sure I did it correctly again. So 0.5. Yes, I think I did it correctly. So I'm doing this on my phone calculator, so that's why I'm concerned about me doing it correctly. But if you have a regular calculator like we have in class, you can plug it in just like this. Again, if you type this into the calculator by itself, you get 7. So you could just do 1,000 times 0.5 to the 7th power rather than doing all that, but either way will work. So I'm going to actually type out a problem in the discussions for you to work out, and you just have to do one problem today. Just make sure you put the answer into the discussions.